Hi everyone, it's Bethany Issue with BethanyIssue.com, and I'm here today to show you a new science curriculum called Fascinating Education. I think you're going to like it, and I love that it is easy to use, easy for your kids to get into, and makes it simple, which in our homeschool, that's what I like to do. So I'm going to share my screen here and give you a tour around and let you see what's in there. Okay, so here's Fascinating Education. High school science made easy. Yes, please. That's what I need because I don't love science. I don't love doing science experiments. It's fun when they're little, but when they get a little bigger, that's something I'm not real keen on teaching and doing. It's just not my thing. So I love to find things that I can use for science that don't require a lot of hand-holding from me and allows them to work independently. And Fascinating Education is definitely that. And I also liked the simplicity and the setup of it. So we tried Intro to Chemistry, which is more of a middle school course, like an older middle school course. So it's not quite high school. If you go, once you get into your course, this is what you see. So ours is Intro to Chemistry. You can see Intro to Chemistry has a total of 13 lessons. Now, that doesn't sound like much. You're thinking, Each lesson, though, could be broken down into a little bit longer period. And you definitely could extend it more if you don't feel like it's taking enough. But for middle school science, if they were to actually cover all of this, I would feel pretty good about what they had done. So lesson 1 will go into the lesson. Intro to Chemistry, this is lesson 1. Starts with a introduction. It has an audio. I'm not going to play that for you so we can look through them all. But as you can see here, it's broken down almost into little chapters. So it's short videos on each of these topics. So if they want to only get through 3 one day and pause, that's fine. They can do that and go back to it. The other thing I like is that this script button. I thought, it might be kind of a boring, just print off. But no, it actually is well done. I like this, that if needed, they could print this off and read along. If you have a child with dyslexia or has trouble paying attention for that amount of time to a video, this would be a great thing to print off and let them read along with the video. There is also, I've lost some of my tabs. Okay, there's also a review section, which I thought this was very good. In the review section, they kind of are asked the questions and it gives them an opportunity to answer and they can see whether they get it correct or not. That's the other thing in it. So let's see. So we've got lesson 1, review 1. They're asked the question. And then they think of the answer. What's the answer? What would the answer be to that? If they don't know, they can watch the video and where he tells what the answer is. So this also has a script where you can go through, let's go back here. This also has a review script, which would be a great way to include some copy work, because copy work definitely helps the kids remember what they're learning. And so this would be a great one. I think that before they take the test, it would be great to prepare by copying the question, writing down the answer, and going through all these. So you can see that this is all here. This would be a great thing for them to use as copy work and to put into their notebook. Okay, and then finally, test. The test is not long or difficult. And the thing I like about it is it does give you a grade at the end. So it tells you how well they did on it. You can go through the questions, they answer, and when they get down here at the end, it gives, you know what, I'm just gonna put answers in. We're gonna answer B to everything and see what, so you can see what it does at the end. Because I thought, well, does it give me a submit? You got a submit button. So here it shows you what the score was and what they need to pass, which is an 80. They can review what they did, review the questions, they can retry or if they did great and you want to keep it somewhere in a folder, they can print the results and add it to that. So that is Intro to Chemistry with Fascinating Education, which we are going to be using this complete this year for my 8th grader, which will be perfect for her schedule, and we can use it on our own time frame, and we're not tied to a long checklist of day 1, day 120 all the way through. We can combine up if we want to do it all in one day, 1 week, and then we want to break up the next lesson a little bit more. If it needs a little bit more work, then she can do that. When you're in here, the registration, actually for the intro to chemistry, it's in a great value, I think. The intro to chemistry is only, hold on, I'll go double check with you, because intro to chemistry is only $39, which gives you the entire year subscription for it. So you have an entire year to finish it for $39. And when you buy, if you were to buy another course, you can get it for only $10. So if you have a high schooler that needs biology, you can add on the intro to chemistry course for $10, which he actually in his description encourages people to have some chemistry before they embark onto the biology. That's why he's got this biology with intro to chemistry, so that you can do both. So one more thing, there are free sample lessons. So if you're not sure and you're thinking, well, I don't know, that looks okay, but I'm not sure, you can go into it. And especially since I'm looking at the intro to chemistry, you might have a high schooler. You can go into the chemistry and try a free lesson. Go into biology and try a free lesson and see what you think. Physics 2 and anatomy and physiology. So there's those choices. If you're curious about another course, go do one of the sample lessons and see what you think. So I was very happy with it. I loved the simplicity of the setup and the way it looked. And I don't like when things get too difficult to get to and hard to find, and it's hard for me. This is easy. I can leave a link to it for my daughter, and she can be right in it and know where she's supposed to go. Also, one more thing, underneath the members, there is a PDF version of the test. So if you don't want your child to take the test online, you can print it off and let them do it, and then you check it. So that's another option. That's great. So check out Fascinating Education. I'll leave the link below for you, as well as my review post where I showed you, where I talked about all the things that we did with Fascinating Education, Intro to Chemistry. I'll see you next time. Thanks.